Path of Night is an actual play Vampire the Masquerade podcast set in the classic world of darkness. We're all friends, we're here to have fun, but our story can include graphic violence, drug use, sexual content, and other mature themes. We've talked at our table about safety, comfort, and consent both as players and storytellers. We know what to expect, we're all excited to be here, and we want you to feel the same. So listener discretion is advised. Now, let's walk the Path of Night.
Last time on Path of Night, the coterie took a road trip to JFK Airport to pick up Kabir's connection, talking about their unlives, the politics of New Haven, and how to handle the problem of Vito Zantosa. But at the airport, they were shocked to find the mysterious passenger they were there to pick up was Neil and his Assamite ally, Jubair. After a few tense moments and the full coterie finally reuniting, they headed to a hotel in downtown Manhattan to bed down for the day in the heart of Sabbat territory. After a busy night headed to JFK and reuniting the coterie, the group of you are back together. Miles, your coterie is back together, and you find yourself up high with an excellent view of New York skyline. And despite everyone being here, you're alone. What do?
I know that things have been rough between me and Johnny since Sheriff Weathers has been disposed, and I think it's about time to see if we can't figure out what's going on there. So I would, get Johnny's attention and, essentially ask him to come on over to the edge of the balcony.
Well, if you're out on the balcony, it probably wouldn't actually be long before Johnny just meets you out there to have a cigarette.
Staring out at over the city is like, it's been a while since I've been up this high.
Yeah, you look like you're in your natural environment, surveying your domain.
I do like being up high. It's interesting, especially after the change. I wasn't a big fan before.
He kind of suspiciously gives you some side eye. So, you just brooding up here, or?
Thinking. I'm thinking that things are about to get a lot worse, but I am glad that Neil is back.
Johnny pops a Morley in his mouth, offers you a cigarette.
I'll take the cigarette.
I'll light both of them.
Thanks. And as he starts smoking, it never occurred to me that I never told you were my first actual friend after my change.
No, I don't think you have.
I mean, I had Marcos for a while, but Marcos was an artifact of my past that I tried to hold on to.
He's been with you that long?
I knew him before. We were kind of rivals. He was actually better than me. But we were friends of a sort. I decided that I needed to keep him around, and it ended up this way.
You got a weird habit of that, keeping your enemies and rivals close, huh?
I don't know. There's a trust there that I enjoy.
What is it you always like to say? Something about a measure of a man?
Yes. A measure of a man is determined by his enemies.
Is that something from before you changed, or is that something your sire has dripped in your ear?
It's something I've taken upon afterwards. My sire has been around mostly at the beginning, but after he sent me to New Haven, he hasn't been around much. And, I originally recruited you because I saw that you were kind of different than the other Brujah, and you were also very close with Weathers, and I thought that was useful. But I think after a while, I'd rather have you a friend because you were more of a compass.
Is this what passes for sentimental for you?
I'm being truthful.
Fair enough.
I don't find much worth in hiding this kind of stuff, and you would doubt me if I didn't say things like that. But you're a good man, and you want to do the right thing. It's not always possible. But you've tried to do these things.
What's not always possible?
It's not always possible to do the most right thing every time. We can try.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with you.
I'd rather not have it any other way.
I think it is possible to do the right thing. Always. Just sometimes you're scared of the consequences.
And that's a sentiment Weathers also shares. And it's why I like the two of you. But sometimes in everything else that goes on, somebody has to be the person that does slightly less to find the best outcome for everyone. It's a balance.
Do you know what I think the right thing would have been for me to do?
What's that?
I think the right thing would have been for me to just set up on a hill somewhere after I had been embraced and just watch the sun come up.
Maybe. But
no, not maybe, definitely. Instead, I was too scared of the consequences of leaving this behind. I was too scared that my kids might need me, or I was too scared of all my unfinished business. The right thing to do would have been to just accept final death. But instead, I took the coward's way out and kept living nights.
may I posit a different?
You may.
What if by watching your family as weather's done, he's kept them more safe than they could have been if you'd died?
Yeah.
There's always a ton of what ifs. You don't seem much of a person to just give up on things, though, including yourself. We can't affect change by being dead.
No, my point is that we gotta understand that most of the time, we're not making the right choice. We're making the wrong choice.
I don't know. I don't know if I agree.
My daughter wouldn't have been drawn into this bullshit.
That's
if I hadn't have dived deep into this fucking pool.
Maybe. It's hard to say. Things could have changed in a different way in the life, and she could have been caught up in a different way.
Those are some gilded words that the path to hell are fucking paved with.
And there's a million different paths people take to what if yourself into oblivion.
It's not what if, Miles. I know these are the wrong choices. And I keep making the wrong choice.
I don't think so.
It's a pretty little lie you're telling yourself.
I think that myself and others would have died without you there. And I don't know how much value you put on some of that, but I feel like we can affect change for the better. There's so many, because even if we weren't here, these others would exist.
Yeah, maybe. Look, I'm not greeting the sun anytime soon. So don't worry about that.
Truthfully, I wasn't, but
you should reflect on the fact that the whole jihad, it's a terrible thing. The games of unlife that we play are just cowardice, masquerading as, I don't know, the Camarilla, the Sabbat, Anarchs, the whole damn thing.
well, the only way to remove it is getting to a place to do that.
No. See, now you're playing the jihad again.
Either you play or you get played.
Or you walk away from the whole thing.
There's never walking away.
That's the Ventrue line.
I'm pretty sure that regardless, they're going to find you one way or another. Something or something will draw you back to doing into the supernatural world.
It's getting early. We should probably head in.
One thing. I need you to have my back out there.
I got your back, Miles.
It's good to hear, Johnny. Let's go get some rest.
Two of them head inside.
At the beginning of the next night, the group of you largely wake up at around the same time, though Wynn is a bit slower to rise due to her monstrous nature. There, you find Jubair pacing in front of the little landline phone to the hotel room. And he glances at the group of you as you start coming out of your little rooms. And the phone rings again. And when it rings, he, jolts. And Jubair answers the phone. Yes, of course, I'll be right down. Thank you for the notice. And he hangs up. My friends, I think there is some sort of complication that has come up. And I have been requested at the front desk. But there should be no one here looking for me.
That was my question.
So it's time to not go to the front desk then, right?
That is perhaps what I am thinking as well.
So what do we do? Go out the window? Or
From this high up, I don't think that's an option either.
Let's try to get to the parking garage.
Okay.
The Loyalists.
Already?
The web of knives moves quickly.
How, Johnny takes a walk over to the balcony and takes a look. How close are some of the other buildings to this one?
It is quite a jump to the nearest one. You think you might actually be able to make it?
Do you think I might be able to make it jumping back and forth, ferrying the group?
The more you try, the greater the odds something's going to go wrong. But you're looking at 6 successes on run and jump.
Do we have I don't suppose we have 30 minutes. 30 minutes that I can get us out of here. Well, web of knives, maybe not. It's better than nothing, but...
What's the idea?
Sorcery?
I think the word sorcery, the power goes out.
We do not have 30 minutes. It's time to go.
I could jump across to that other building there.
I could get down to the street, but...
Let's just go for the stairs. See if we can't get to the parking garage. From there, we could probably get a vehicle and get out of here.
If they cut the power, that means that they don't want us taking the elevator, which means they're going to be in the stairs.
We don't have a lot of other options.
Yeah, that's kind of the point.
Unless
they're making. There's got to be it depends on how many there are. There's multiple staircases out of a building, so we just have to pick the right one.
What exactly are the web of knives again?
Assassins.
Yeah. What kind of assassins?
They can disappear, and reappear like I can, but way more talented.
Service stairwell?
Or one of the fire escapes. Fire exits. What?
Take this. He takes his the leather backpack that he's been taking with him everywhere, and he hands it over to you a little nervously. If the web of knives comes for me, you must hide this, and do not let them attain it.
Yeah, what is this?
It is a backpack, Neil. You will keep it with you, and worry not of the contents.
Okay.
We need to move.
Hey, get to New Haven, okay? We'll get to...
Yes, I will see you there. Wynn, I will see you there as well.
Yeah, what's happening? What? Oh, okay.
I will see you soon. There is very much danger.
Okay, cool.
Neil gives a weird,
you
confused
soon.
look
Wynn.
as Jubair talks to Wynn.
We have to go. That's what's happening. Okay. 5 words, why are we leaving?
Assassins.
Unstoppable assassins come to kill us. Wait, unstoppable assassins come to kill... Damn it, that was 6. Sorry.
We need just get your stuff
that was
and go.
what I needed.
Okay, all right. Yeah.
I'm repaying a debt to a friend by getting both of you out of New York.
Yeah, why are you going by yourself, Jubair?
If they have followed us to the States, it is because they have come for me.
Or me. They came for me last time.
Let's stick together.
Are you sure?
Let's stick together and let's go. The more we debate about it, the closer they close in around us.
I mean, at this point, they're already...
Right.
Wynn pulls on her flannel and kind of gets ready to
How
go.
tall is this building? Like, mega tall?
It's like a Manhattan skyscraper, isn't it?
Right. I mean, it's a World of Darkness hotel.
It's the World of Darkness hotel,
so it's
skyscraper.
It's 150 stories.
In Manhattan.
Yeah. It's 150 stories at least.
There's a castle up here, a lot of
you need a
gargoyles.
space shuttle to get back to the ground.
That's what I'm thinking, that if we find a window facing out against one of the other buildings on the same block, we might be able to just switch our descent down.
That feels like an awfully big if,
I know
Johnny.
we just got to a don't split up decision.
We're not splitting up.
Okay. I can go out the window. Well, no, I don't have time.
I need everyone to roll willpower at difficulty 8.
Oh, boy.
There's your current willpower.
Does iron will apply to this?
Yes, it does. This is mind-affecting thaumaturgy.
Hey.
I do not have it. I am 1 failure, 1 success. So, neutral.
Fail.
I may have botched.
Okay.
3 successes.
3 successes.
1 success.
All right, everyone has failed, and Johnny has botched.
Oh, 3 successes wasn't enough.
I also have iron will.
I had 4 and then I had a 1.
I rolled 3 9s.
Each of you pick up the scent of what smells like Khalif
Oh, boy.
on the wind, and you find yourselves getting lost to this incredible high. Johnny, you succumb far deeper than most. Your perceptions simply fade away, and the group of you feel as though you are drifting.
I was going to ask if I was particularly resistant to this, but then there's the flip side of being an addict where you were not at all
you're not.
resistant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As the group of you come to, everyone save for Johnny, you hear this like thumping sound as Jubair collapses to the ground in ash, and looming over him, having just consumed his soul, is a woman who is wearing tighter form-fitting, like, athletic wear, has a hood up, and is dressed kind of like in street clothes, save for the fact that in her left hand, she is carrying a jambia, like a thick bladed knife.
This is not the same person who
This
chased me out
is
of Baghdad.
not. At least it doesn't look like it.
So much. Well, okay, fair enough. That's so much worse, though.
It feels like initiative.
We gotta go.
I think you guys are rolling initiative.
Yeah.
14.
7.
Miles.
8.
Ooh, boy.
I feel
Wynn.
12.
Johnny.
Unconscious.
Okay.
This is deeply unsettling.
Oh, this is really bad.
Oh no, it's really bad. But
Neil.
Yep.
She doesn't seem to even look in your direction. Eyes kind of focusing on whichever opponent she considers to be like a more legitimate threat.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
And
Hurtful, but
with
fair.
a quick gesture, she sends a throwing knife sailing through the air at you.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing? Are you dodging or are you eating this one?
I should probably dodge. I don't think I'm going to be very good at that. What is dodge based on? Athletics?
Dex athletics. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I don't think that's worth it at all. I have a 2-die pool. So, nope, I guess I'm just surprised eating this one in the face.
Well, you could do it and spend a willpower.
Possibly. I don't know if it's worth it because then I don't have an action at all. Yeah, I guess I just take this.
You got to decide. Okay.
I guess I just take it.
Roll soak.
Also a 2-die pool.
you can get lucky.
Yeah, it's an us, mate.
Yeah, so nope, I soak nothing.
She deals 4 lethal to you.
Okay.
And now I need you to make a stamina plus fortitude roll.
Yeah, cool. That is 1 success.
Okay. For the next day, you are reduced to torpor.
Well, okay.
You will take a -3 penalty to your stamina. Does that take you to 0?
Yes, it does.
Okay, you go to torpor.
Neil drops.
Neil is hit. He actually seems to take the knife a little better than he usually does. However, his eyes go wide, his veins blacken, and the Malkavian collapses to the ground, withering into a torpored husk.
Is this a frenzy chop?
If you're asking, it probably is.
Coterie mate just went into torpor, and
Hey.
it was last time.
Yep.
1 success.
You do not frenzy. It will go to Britta. Britta, your move. What do you do?
Would it be spending an action to look around and sort of like gauge my fellow coterie, like how they're handling this?
Yeah, why don't we go around the table and you can ask each player what the expression on their face is.
Like, I'm not trying to like empathy anyone. I just
No, yeah, it's just a quick 2-word description from each person. Why don't we start with Miles?
sword drawn.
Glaring. I'm not going to try and keep it to 2 words. Glancing between the door and the window.
Yeah, Johnny looks stoned.
Okay.
Just in case you were asking, Neil looks torpid. Corpse-like is my second word.
Actually, a very relevant question. Britta has seen both myself and Miles in torpor. Does Neil look like a normal torpor?
Yes, nothing's normal about torpor, but it looks like the same status that the two of you were in.
Okay, just making sure there wasn't any other kind of weird... Because you used the word withered. So.
Yes, when a
Blackened
vampire
vein
goes to
descriptors.
torpor, they actually look like a withered, like, dried corpse.
Yep, they're skin tightens and stuff like that. I just want to make sure that it's the normal kind of, like, skin tightening.
Well, there was a blackening of his veins, but that was the weird part.
Okay.
Britta's eyes start to her side, and with her hand on the gun, she sees Miles ready with the katana, so she'll shoot.
Okay, you're at +4 difficulty for the shot.
I'm going to spend a willpower. Not a single 10.
You spent the willpower, though, right? There
Oh,
any
yes.
ones?
So there's no ones. So there is a single success.
Okay, ching! You fire the gun, and the knife she is carrying parries the bullet away. Wynn.
Is the window open or broken?
The door to the big open space of the pool is open.
The sliding glass door?
Yep.
Awesome. Wynn grabs Neil and runs for the door.
Wynn starts booking for the door. Back door. We're gonna call it
That
back
leads
door.
to a balcony, yes?
Yes.
This is a relevant question. How many rounds will I be falling if I jump over this balcony?
Do you have academics?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Give me an academics roll.
We are 150 stories in the air.
I can turn into an owl if I have the time to turn into an owl as I fall.
Can you carry Neil while you...
I don't know if you've ever seen what eagles can do to deer.
Yeah, the golden eagles that, like, pull goats off the side of the side of the cliff.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the same as the owl. I guess unless she's like a huge ass owl.
If the difficulty is 6, I have 1 success.
Oh, she does get one
Okay.
forms.
Yeah, you've probably got like 5 rounds fallen.
Okay.
It's a little drop. I mean, this is gonna be you like bumping into shit, and like it's not like a clean descent.
This is not a clean fight. This is about survival.
No, this is some gangrel shit. I absolutely understand. All right, so
How many rounds will it take me to get to the balcony? Or am I there?
at the end of your next action,
Can I spend a
For
blood
sure,
this
fine.
round?
yes.
Okay. I'm going to spend a blood to beef my strength.
All right, Miles, you're up.
I don't know anything about what she's doing.
Me neither.
This is all crazy bullshit. So let's go with the old dominating.
Okay. Gen check.
That would be 8th still.
Okay, no effect.
Got it.
What do you try to say?
Just my normal still. Be still.
Okay, so you're like, you go to say something,
Yeah.
not only do no words come out, but you find yourself unable to bend her mind to your will.
Cool. So that's been checked.
Yeah, we checked the combat. We checked the dominating.
Those boxes have been checked. Can I move?
You know how.
All right. Okay. Can I like kick Johnny as I move?
Yeah, for fun, but not for...
Not for effect.
high or
Got
low?
it. I will pick high.
Should have gone low, buddy.
You bump his shoe, and for a moment, you think you might have almost snapped him out of his stupor.
Okay.
But you don't.
Fair enough. So now I'm just standing by your body.
How
And
fitting that it was a 1. Kidding me.
look, man, I have to choose.
The mysterious assassin will turn her attention to Britta.
Hello. I do have 1 action from celerity to dodge, probably.
My God.
Stop it!
Roll your dodge. Dex plus athletics.
1 success.
Okay. She slices clean through your gun, cutting it into 2 parts.
Oh no, Miles' stuff.
Britta, it is your turn.
Britta lets the halves of the gun fall to the ground, and seeing Wynn's example, would I be able to... I don't know if I can drag Johnny. He's pretty big.
You could spend some blood to make yourself beefy.
He hides it beneath the leather jacket, but he's actually quite a muscly dude.
Yeah. Are we able to spend blood for strength?
Depends on how much blood per round you can spend. But whatever you can spend per round, you may put towards strength.
I think maybe the way I want to do this is to run by him using celerity and try to like yank him to his feet by his like leather jacket.
Are you dedicating an action towards it, like while on your way somewhere, or are you spending your time to like?
To get him, like, is it a choice between like movement and getting him out of it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna choose getting him out of it.
Okay. There's no need to roll. You grab him, pull out his jacket. Johnny, you feel high as hell, but it fades very, very quickly, and you very suddenly realize that there is a Britta who is like yanking at your jacket with a little bit of a panicked expression in her eyes. You've got the feeling like you fell asleep during a test, but the test is like an assassin coming to kill your friends.
Sure. It's a very specific test.
Nice.
18 for initiative.
Boom. Johnny, back at it. I think we have one more action from the assassin who turns her attention to Miles.
Which is good, because I also have an extra action. I was definitely holding it.
Oh, you're holding. Okay. All right. Well, are you
Just in
dodging?
case.
What are you doing?
I will probably try to... If she's trying to hit me with a knife or anything like that, I will probably try to parry. 8.
Okay. You cross swords with her. There is a chunk of your katana that like flings off of the blade as she like damages your weapon. But it is not destroyed.
That's a principle.
I think that's everyone. We go to a new round. Actually, no. She has one more action she can do.
Oh my
Good
god.
lord.
I'm sorry.
It's real bad.
Stupid web of knives.
Britta, you take 2 levels of aggravated damage as you find yourself suddenly engulfed in flames.
Well, that's not great.
Is that a frenzy test all around?
That's a raw check for everyone all around. Diff 8 for Britta.
I'm gonna spend a willpower.
What is that, courage?
Yep.
Cool.
Me too. Because I'm not on the balcony.
You're a little too far away.
She can lure flames on a fizz action?
Not on a fizz, no.
Oh, motherfucker. Yeah, no, she's super prepared.
Diff what?
6 for you.
Do 10s explode?
Yes, they do, motherfucker.
5 successes.
1 with the willpower.
Okay.
I don't think the 10's explode. 2 successes.
We go to the top of the round.
3 successes.
At the top of the round, Britta will take 1 level of aggravated damage as the fire burns. And we will go to the assassin. The assassin disappears from view. Johnny, you see Britta on fire, Wynn running with a torpid Neil, Jubair is a pile of ash, and Miles is beside you with his katana at the ready.
I feel like Britta was just like like holding you by the jacket and shaking you out of it, and the moment like her hands come off, that's when she lights up.
Johnny's going to just grab Britta, throw her to the ground, and basically smother her with his jacket.
Give me... You're not going to need a physical roll to do this, but I do need a courage check at difficulty 9 to fuck with fire.
I'll spend a willpower.
Okay.
1 success.
Britta, you are pulled to the ground by Johnny, who lays his leather jacket over you and starts smothering the flames. We then go to Britta.
All right. Well, it's time to start running. Where is everyone positionally? Like, Miles is the closest to where she was, but she's gone?
Johnny is right over you. He is the closest. Next closest is Miles. Wynn, at this point, is outside.
Okay. Is there a fire escape like we were talking about earlier?
No, not here.
Okay.
There's, like, in theory, access to one, but...
Would there be one, like, near the pool, maybe? Like, is that a thing in this kind of...
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then start running off towards the pool, I think.
Okay, that's right around where Wynn is headed. So
Yeah.
you're basically moving to join her.
Is the pool on the balcony or like several floors down?
It's, like, on it.
Okay.
The, like, quote-unquote balcony. It's actually, like, a pretty big, nice space.
Okay.
Wynn.
I jump off the balcony holding Neil.
All right. Oh, boy. Give me a dex plus athletics. Actually, give me a strength plus athletics to not let go of him.
You spend another strength? Spend another blood for strength? Maybe? I don't know. Just a thought. I'm very nervous.
Yes, I will spend another blood for strength.
Unless you can't turn into an owl when you do that. I don't know.
turning into an owl takes 3 rounds unless I spend blood for it.
Gotcha.
So I can spend a blood for strength, but it's going to
You know
cut
what? I'm
into
going to
my
let
owl
you do what
time.
you're going to do.
It's gonna cut into owl time.
Yeah, so I'm going to save that. And Dex, strength athletics?
Yes, indeed.
Okay.
Dying over there.
I'm going to throw up.
No, Rebecca's
It's okay to laugh on Mike. It's fine.
just giggling over there.
I am going to spend a willpower.
Sounds good to me.
I'm trying to do stuff. I don't need to be giggling about owl time.
Why not? The rest of us are.
So no successes on the dice, but I did spend that willpower.
That is a success.
My rending spec for strength does not help me here.
Oh, please don't let it.
No. No, this is for you, buddy.
Look, it's
Not
a lot
doing
easier
that.
to carry Neil if there's only half of him.
You know what? That's fair.
He's not going to feel it,
Yeah, he doesn't need his legs.
Yo, that's not a bad strategy.
right?
That is a fucking horrible strategy.
Hey, this is the same exact strategy I gave him when he wanted to throw the truck.
I hate you guys.
Okay.
You're bad friends.
So I managed to hold on to him as I'm leaping.
Cut a few pounds of his hair off.
That's just ag.
Yeah,
It's just ag damage, right? It's fine.
Just how does Neil feel about undercuts? But yeah,
Let's
Please
hang-
don't shave me while we're falling off a skyscraper.
I promise nothing.
There's no props to Tommy and the Green Ranger
If holding
around
on to
here.
you means I have to shave you, then I'm going to shave you
To save you.
to save you. Shave to save. That's what friends do. I'm
feel
done.
Yes, so am I.
Shaved to
No,
save.
she's
so
got
he
you
has to
still.
pave.
I've still got you. I had that one success.
What?
Wynn, you begin your transformation.
Yep.
Okay. You are tumbling and like smashing against the window, and it is, it's a little scary. I need give me a stamina plus fortitude roll as the damage begins.
2 successes.
Okay. Yeah, you soak just fine. After Wynn, it is time for Miles.
Is everybody going to the fire escape?
Wait, there's a fire escape?
Yeah.
It'd be it would. I'm assuming instead of a fire escape, because it's 150 stories up, it would be like fire stairs, like the.
Yeah, 'cause they wouldn't put a fire escape on the side of like a fucking.
No,
No,
but like
skyscraper.
they have like those big
Well,
cement.
it's not even
like,
that. Like it ruins the aesthetic of the skyscraper.
No,
Right.
Right.
You gotta slap a gargoyle on that bitch.
No, but there's usually ways to get down to like a lower floor.
Yeah, I'll head with the rest of them and be like, I'll look at Johnny like, come on. And then just move and just be prepared.
Is Britta still on fire?
Nope.
No.
I
Okay.
use my mash to put her out.
He used his Bruja magic to do it.
I just wanted to make sure the magic fire went out.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
I figure before Britta runs off, she looks up behind her shoulder to say thank you.
Nicely charred, Britta.
So, did anyone take any extra actions?
I did.
Yep,
Yep.
same here.
What you got, Johnny?
Does our assassin friend reveal themselves again at during the rest of the round or with any of their actions?
So far, they have not revealed themselves.
Johnny's gonna reach into his he's gonna put his jacket back on and draw a stake from his bug out bag and rush over to the edge of the balcony to watch Wynn transform with Neil and make sure that they get to where they need to go. He wants to make sure that he's got eyes on them and watching them that be successful.
Okay. Miles.
I'm continuing forward and I'm using my movement and just saving it for any kind of defense. So continuing moving towards these exit stairs, wherever that is.
Wait, did you pick up celerity?
Yes, indeed.
Oh, that's the first time I'm seeing that.
Yeah, I taught him.
I was going to save it for a special occasion.
This
It
is
is
a
Turns out this is a special occasion.
Very special.
Sorry, Britta, are you doing anything?
Do we have eyes on where the fire stairs are from the pool? Do we know, do we have that located?
Yes.
Okay. Rogue question. Do they have those window washer stations anywhere on this expensive building?
Nothing that you can see.
Okay. That's about to be some Looney Tunes
Yeah, good
ideas.
question.
But
I don't need none of that Jason Statham action.
Miles, how far are you from Johnny?
An action at this point? Yeah.
All
However much distance that is.
In that case, Britta will start going towards the stairs.
Yeah, you make it down. You make it to the stairs and start heading down. There is a moment while you are moving down the stairs that a single step you make makes no sound. We go to the next round. At the top of initiative is Johnny.
The two of them both down the staircase already?
So far, Britta has gone down the staircase. Wynn is rapidly descending.
Johnny wants to see if he can spot a location on an adjacent building that he can leap to kind of keep the two of them in view. Because I want to be a safety net just in case the assassin goes after them, or if her plan doesn't work and they need somebody to help bail them out.
You totally spot a space. Give me strength athletics. Difficulty 4, remember to add your potents.
8 successes. And I have leaps and bounds.
Yeah, I know. You jump upwards of 100 feet and land safely on the roof of a nearby building. You kind of land on like all of this like gravel and like sediment that's kept up there. And you turn and see Wynn still like tumbling her way down the side of the building, just going faster and faster, and it's starting to look really dangerous.
Do I spot another location further down that I might be able to intersect her and maybe grab her out of the air?
There are other balconies for like lower levels. In theory, you can try something along those lines, but again, she's falling so fast that you may well find yourself going down with her.
It's true, but I do have celerity.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
We really do have to get to teaching you fortitude.
Look, we all should have
don't
one
need fortitude if you
gigantic
can
glaring
punch real hard.
weakness.
He's got faith. She's going to do what she's going to do. He's really just kind of staying with her on the descent as fast as he can because I'm concerned that an assassin is going to try and take them out of the air.
We go to Britta.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's a suspicious step, but you can't dread case what you can't see, I don't think. So, going down that staircase. I'm not sure how to best use my celerity in this situation. Action-wise versus speed-wise, if there's a difference.
Yes.
Okay.
So when it's dice, you're more nimble.
Mm-hmm.
When it's actions, you're physically moving faster.
Okay.
So if you're looking to like cover more steps, you want actions.
Okay. Then I'm going to run down and have 2 additional actions rather than 1.
So are you just heading down the ladder this turn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Britta heads down the ladder, and when we get to you, how many actions in are you towards your transformation? Just the one?
Just the one, but I'm spending a blood this round to accelerate it.
Okay. Which means end of this round,
I will be an owl.
you will be an owl.
Okay.
Then we go to Miles.
Proceeding forward as I have been.
Okay. Yeah, you get to the ladder.
Start going down, I guess.
Yep. We hop ahead to actually Britta. You're down the ladder. There's like another balcony to your right, or you can just kind of keep going down. It's basically like there's a ladder that goes down to a point, and then you would essentially move less than 5 feet to the next ladder and be able to keep descending that way. It's a little unobtrusive passageway, basically down to the full ground level.
Sorry, the options are between staying on the ladder in the unobtrusive passageway.
Right, or going out onto the balcony.
I'm going to stick on the ladder.
Okay. So it sounds like everyone is descending down towards ground level. Wynn, I need a strength plus athletics roll, difficulty 8 to maintain control of Neil.
Spending a willpower. Strength athletics.
Not to apply pressure, but if he falls, it will be at terminal velocity, and he will meet final death.
1 success.
1 success is all you need to get him down to close to that ground level. He's a bit too heavy for the wings to carry effectively, but it does allow you to slow the fall and guide him. And down on like the 3rd floor up, you can kind of turn onto a balcony, and the two of you slam into that like little cement area, and he lands torpid but in one piece, and you land. Give me a stamina plus fortitude roll.
5 successes.
Okay. You take no levels of damage as you hit the ground sturdy. The majority of you at this point have made it down to the ground level. Throngs of mortal masses walk by, not particularly interested in your struggle this evening. 2 floors up on the balcony that's got like a crack in its floor is a rather healthy-looking owl and a completely broken kindred. Wynn, you are confident at this point that Neil did not meet final death from the fall. But now you're here, alone with him, an owl, and a torpid kindred.
All right. Okay, buddy. The hard part's done. Now it's the easy part. So at this point, Wynn kind of gives a look around to see if anyone is paying any attention.
Johnny, you can see Johnny in the distance, kind of having moved somehow to the building next door, and is watching you from there, kind of keeping a lookout.
She takes note of the fact that Johnny's there. She kind of flaps her wings to let him know that she sees him.
Johnny will, once again, channeling his superhuman strength and speed, invigorate his muscles and do a flying leap across the gap to join you on the balcony.
Wynn looks around again. Is there anyone inside the balcony? Inside the glass door? Is the curtain shut?
So there's a light on, curtains are shut.
Okay. So at this point, if Johnny is there, Wynn is going to start turning back into a person.
Okay, Johnny, you see Wynn clearly revert back to her human form.
Okay.
Good fucking work, Wynn.
Yeah.
Is he,
Desperation makes heroes of us all.
is he still with us?
He's still with us. If you can get down, I can drop him to you. And we can get to the car.
All
Or vice versa. But you're stronger, so you could take the weight of him coming down better than I could.
Tell you what, you stay up here and keep an eye out for Britta and Miles. I'll go see if I can retrieve the van.
Okay, there might be people in here. There's a light on.
We'll tell them to get the fuck out if they come out into the balcony. It'll be at least be a little bit before his security comes or something like that.
All right, just be fast, man.
You got it.
Johnny, wait. If all three of us go get the car, then all three of us are in one spot. And we just have to pick up Miles and Britta.
That's true.
Let's keep the team together.
Counterpoint. If we're all in one spot, that's only one spot that this assassin needs to hit. You can keep an eye out for the two of them while I get that van.
All right, I'm not going to keep arguing about it. Go for it.
Johnny will pick a moment to try and drop down amidst the crowd on the sidewalk. Hopefully, he can pick kind of a discreet spot where no one's going to notice that he's just jumping off a building. Once he lands down there, anybody who gives him any kind of side eye, he'll just be like, piss off. And will walk towards the valet and hand him a key or a little a number ticket to get the van back.
The valet looks a little surprised to see you, but then gives a slow nod and heads off.
Wynn keeps her eyes peeled to see if there's any sign of Britta and Miles coming down. She kind of holds Neil awkwardly like a middle school dance sort of thing to make it, in case anyone happens to be looking, it doesn't look like she's just holding a corpse. It looks like he's moving a little bit.
Weekend at Bernie's.
Yes, we're full on Weekend at Bernie's. And we wait for Johnny. Or Britta and Miles.
Miles, Britta, what are you two doing?
Once they get to the ground, Britta, looking charred, makes sure that Miles is behind her.
Don't forget, fire doesn't add char to a leather jacket, it adds character.
Right, is there a ladder that we're passing near the balcony that Wynn is dancing with Neil on?
It's a little bit of a distance. It'd be a little difficult to reach her, but you can if you take the time to do it.
Or we could, yeah, because I imagine these fire escapes don't actually come out on the bottom floor.
Right.
So yeah, we'll get off and like head towards her and then see what's going on.
As we're going, Miles, the step went silent. We gotta keep moving.
I wasn't planning on standing here too long, but I need to figure out what's going on. I assume she's still with us.
Yeah, me too. Waiting for another opportunity, maybe.
Unsure.
Do you think the car will even... I would have trapped it if I were her.
That's knowing which car it is.
True.
I mean, it's a pretty obvious car in this particular parking garage, but I don't know if she knows that.
Well,
If not, there's plenty of other vehicles for us to take.
There's just ways to get that information.
Well, this is a lot of what ifs, but we kind of have to keep moving forward.
Does Wynn spot them on the fire escape?
Yeah, you can see them talking.
She kind of gives a wave, jazz hands, not wanting to attract too much attention, but wanting to let them know that she sees them.
Britta, while climbing up the ladder, takes a second while reaching up to still her hand, but doesn't slow that much, getting to join the other two.
Yeah. So we'll move over and see what's going on. Where's Johnny?
He's getting the car. We should probably start making our way to the garage.
Yeah.
Right. I'm still blood swollen. I'm probably the strongest one here. I'll climb down. Can one of you lower him down?
Why don't we just go through the inside?
Because there could be people in there. And I didn't have a way of counteracting that. But if you think you can, then let's do that.
Right, and we need to wrap Neil in something. He's a little conspicuous.
Oh, I agree.
Johnny said at this point that the driver comes back and pulls up the van and gives you the keys.
Johnny pulls a bill out of his wallet, hands it to the guy.
He gives a quick curt nod and a thank you, and kind of moves off to continue his business.
Johnny hops up into the van and pulls it around back to the front balcony where he left Wynn.
As the group of you are talking, you can see Johnny pulling up at the van.
Oh, wait, we don't have to go anywhere. He's here.
All right. Can we at least, I don't know, check it first?
I mean, he's driving it.
Okay.
We can definitely check it once we're all inside and
Yeah,
Neil's
let's
out of
go.
sight, though.
Yeah.
I don't even know how we'd go around checking it, so we're just going to have to keep going.
Let's go.
Wynn will climb down the balcony. If possible, stand on the roof of the van.
That's going to be pretty conspicuous.
Okay, then she won't do that. The climbing down part or the standing on the van part?
Probably the standing on the van.
Okay, then she'll just climb
People
down.
see weird shit happening all the time around here, so they're not going to care too much. But if you're just standing on a van, then yeah.
Okay, then she'll just climb down the balcony.
Britta will look.
Johnny's once he gets to the point on the sidewalk where he needs to. So Johnny will attempt to clear the area outside the van by just giving kind of a mean mug glare to anybody who comes nearby. So hopefully there'll just be less people to observe this weird incidence of people coming off of the balcony up above.
And Wynn climbs down and kind of motions for them to put... Can you put a jacket on him or something?
Britta will shrug off her leather jacket, put it over Neil's head, and look to Miles for help to drop him down.
To heave him over the balcony. Okay. Think we can let him down. Yeah.
Once he's over, Britta will follow and wait for Miles.
Yeah, jump on down.
Wynn loads him up into the van, crawls in after him.
Yep, Britta follows, gets her jacket back, checks to see if those black marks are still there or have they faded.
In his veins, the black marks are still there.
Okay. Can I roll something on that? I am looking at academics, medicine, or science.
Based on your knowledge, you know that he is affected by some sort of poison, but it's supernatural in nature and you're not sure what.
Okay. Checking his veins, Britta gets a closer look, frowns, places his wrist back down, and waits. She seems about ready to wait to get going, but she's still got that nagging thought about the van. So as people are getting ready to drive, she's going to start searching around for something. She doesn't really know what she's looking for, but there's just a paranoia to it. Maybe like I don't know if the trackers.
Why don't you roll your Auspex difficulty 8?
Okay, she only has 1 dot of Auspex.
So you're rolling 1 die.
Cool. No luck.
Okay. So it looks like the group of you are loading into the van. Johnny at the wheel.
Yep.
Who's passenger?
I'll be in the front.
Okay, and the van takes off.
So once they're on the road, Wynn will kind of give Neil a look over, similar to how Britta did, but she's going to look at it with her occult eyes, because black veins, that's very seldom a medical thing.
Mm-hmm.
Give me intelligence plus occult, difficulty 8.
1 success.
With 1 success, you'll know that this is something called the Scorpion's Touch. It is a tool of the Assamites.
Is there anything she can garner about how long this is going to last? Or anything that can be done to shorten it?
There are instances of it lasting as long as a month. Sometimes, supposedly, if the person who has been afflicted is weak-willed, it can last forever.
All right.
Why don't you pull that thing out of him? It's not like it's stopping the bleeding.
Is there a thing in him?
There's still a knife that was thrown into his chest.
Oh, yeah, we're going to pull that out.
It is a thin steel knife with a stone counterbalance.
Careful. We don't know how potent that is.
Yep. Does Neil still have the bag?
He does.
Okay. Let's see. We're not going to stick the knife in there.
What?
When? Oh, no, I'm just saying I'm not going to put the knife in the bag that Neil still has, because I suspect that's important. So she finds, like, a glove compartment to stick the knife, so that it's not just bouncing around in the cab.
There's not really a glove compartment in the back as much as there is just, like, extra, like, kind of, like...
Maybe underseat storage.
Well, I was going to say that there's a lot of, kind of, like, almost just travel blankets and, like, storage blankets and things like that, that you could, like, easily wrap it up in.
Okay. Either way, we're going to stow this knife safely. And Wynn kind of positions herself so she's sitting beside Neil's shoulders and kind of picks up the backpack that he has and starts looking through it. Because clearly Jubair trusted in the safety of us more than his own. And so this has to be pretty important.
What languages can you read and speak?
English.
You are not sure what you're looking at.
Okay.
But it definitely looks like there are some things that are very old, kind of like pressed between like very thick pieces of plastic and kind of like secured as best he could. A lot of it seems to be information that's been transcribed from various places.
Want some kind of copy?
Does it look like a copy, or does it look original that's been preserved?
It looks like a very old copy.
Okay. This looks like it's old, whatever it is. I'm not sure what language this is. I'm going to have to look into this some more.
We should.
We need to figure out how to wake up Neil, because I guarantee he probably has more insight than I do.
Yeah, he's the person to ask about this, but we should close that backpack back up in case there's anything about it.
Miles, do you think you could see if you can get him out of that torpor with some of your blood?
It's a possibility.
Also, Wynn, I know you got that knife wrapped up. Maybe we should think about not keeping it.
I wasn't planning on keeping it, but
Well, then toss it out the window.
I wasn't sure that's a better idea.
Well, I'm thinking that it might be a good idea not to be carrying that thing with us. It might be a way of tracking us.
I'm team toss it out the window. Maybe if you got something more subtle than that, but...
I'm flashing back currently to the effect that the Xantosa house has on the environment around it, and I am not sure I want to introduce something with this kind of poison on it into an environment.
I promise you, New York is already poisoned with much, much worse.
You could just wipe it off.
All right, well, we'll wipe it off and I guess pull over. I don't just want to huck it somewhere. I'll put it somewhere. And Wynn wipes it off on the moving blankets very carefully.
Maybe throw the blankets out with it.
Yeah.
Miles, your phone rings.
I answer the phone. Miles speaking.
Sheriff, I have excellent news to share with you and other members of the court. The new Nosferatu Primogen has arrived and has been making introductions. He seems particularly interested in meeting the members of your coterie.
Who's this?
This is your prince.
Okay. This is Tim asking because I wasn't sure.
Oh, yeah,
if
it's
very good. I'm on my way back.
Can you make that soon? I would like to call court this evening.
Couple hours.
Sheriff, resolve whatever ridiculous business you're working on and make your way to the court immediately.
I will.
He hangs up on you.
Good talk.
Johnny comes up to a light at a stop. Hey, toss it out here.
Wynn opens the door and kind of tosses the knife. Hopefully, is there like a sewer drain?
Not really. They're like big, thick sewer lids.
No, I mean like a rain gutter sort of thing.
On the sidewalk, there's like huge storm drains.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna aim to get it through one of those.
Okay. There is a moment where you could have sworn you saw something. You're not sure what, just you know that the hairs on the back of your neck stand on end.
Let's go.
Johnny waits for the light to go green.
You wait.
This
And
is
then
not
the
as
light
quick
goes
as I was
green.
hoping.
Wynn, I'd love to run the light, but I don't think that the NYPD would be appreciative of that. And let's not tangle with them tonight.
Fair enough.
Johnny leaves this spot and continues driving, looking for a spot to get on the highway.
Could have sworn I saw something out there.
Johnny, you notice something a little unsettling as the group makes their way out. And it's that along these routes to the highway, you find this purple, black, green graffiti everywhere. And all over it is La Sombra crowns and Sabat tags everywhere.
Is this graffiti getting thicker in the direction I'm going?
It is. And you see scrawled along a wall, red as the moon, over and over again. Black as the sun.
Sorry, guys, we're taking a detour. I'm not liking this section of town at all. Path of Night is an actual play Vampire the Masquerade podcast set in the classic world of darkness. Britta Ashcroft the Toreador was played by Rebecca Steigelfest. Johnny Saxon the Bruja was played by Garrett Gabbey. Miles Davenport the Ventrue was played by Tim Davis. Neil Foster the Malkavian was played by Rob Muirhead. Wynn Cabot the Gangrel was played by Erika Webb. Your storyteller was Lex Lopez. Recording by Rebecca Steigelfest. This episode was edited by Rob Muirhead. The music used in this episode was January Grunge Love Fest by Technoaxe. Visit them online at technoaxe.com. Path of Night uses the 20th anniversary edition rule set of Vampire the Masquerade with a few limited house rules. Vampire the Masquerade is owned by Paradox Interactive. Make sure to subscribe to us wherever you get your podcasts. Follow us on Twitter at Path of Night Pod, on Facebook at facebook.com/Path of Night Podcast, or email us at pathofnightpodcast@gmail.com. See you next time, Kindred.
I forgot that if Jubair was ever going to die. I didn't actually expect this to be it. I had plans on him confessing his love for Wynn. Wynn know that I was always loving
Yeah,
her.
he died while we were in a stupor and got eaten. There was not
Yeah.
a chance for final words.
Sounds like Jubier was also in that stupor.
Yep.
You know, honestly, we were all in a stupor. So was he.
Who knows what he
those
said?
could have been his last words.
Yeah.
Wynn, no, she cannot hear me, no! Right, so,
But I will say it anyway.
He spent all that time instead of getting us out of the stupor.